night so cold it would make Jack Frost's nutsack shrivel, we find our heroes doing their heroly duty of community service. Skinny man, this fucking community service shit sucks.
No fucking shit.
It's colder than fucking Krampus's nutsack.
Well, who the fuck would have known that running over a super villain would get you community service?
Yeah, the fucking criminals have all the rights these days.
All the fucking shit people throw.
Alright, I think we're done.
I think so.
Let's get the fuck out of here. It's cold.
Hey, there is one bright side to this.
What?
One more day till Halloween.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Halloween.
Come on.
One more day till Halloween. Silver Shamrock.
Welcome everybody to the Comic Cave.
And it's almost Halloween.
It is actually Devil's Night. And dude, I couldn't believe it. I was driving over here,
Yeah?
and on the side of the highway, I turned off onto this little dirt road, and I saw Dead Meat and Skinny Man picking up fucking trash off the ground.
Oh, I guess they lost their case.
Well, I guess. I don't know if it's community service or they just think that a green earth is a good earth.
I don't think so. I don't see them to be the dirty hippie types.
Oh, man. Well, it is Halloween tomorrow, guys. Hence why we're in costume.
We are ninjas.
Yeah, we're little ninjas. But, as you can tell, just like Bruce Campbell, the chin cannot be contained.
Nope. Cannot.
Especially when you got two of them.
Actually, you're working on a third.
You know what? I hate you. You've been telling me that since like the 5th grade. Fuck you.
Yeah. It's been growing a while.
You know it's a fucking genetic thing with my family.
Okay.
Shut up. Anyways, we are doing a very special review today. Today we are doing a Patreon requested review from one of my awesome Patreons, John Kyle Stanton. He has requested that we do Superman 2. Now, Superman 2 is a film that actually had 2 directors. When this movie came out in 1980, it was released under the direction and the credits of Richard Lester. However, the original director was actually Richard Donner. He got into it with the production company, and they fired him.
Was he a part of the Donner Party?
No.
Oh.
But Richard Donner is like a great fucking director, and they fire him for Richard Lester, who gave us the theatrical cut, which is still not bad. I mean, it's not terrible. It's a good movie.
No.
But compared to the Donner cut, which we finally got in like 2010, I think, somewhere in there, 2009 or 2010, it's total crap compared to the Donner cut. The Donner cut is it's far, far superior.
Is there cannibalism in it?
No.
Okay, I thought maybe that's what they were fighting over, was he wanted cannibalism or something.
No cannibalism. Just Margot Kidder looking oh so sexy. I'm sorry, but I've never thought that woman was good looking. I thought she made an okay Lois Lane. Never been a huge fan of her in these films, honestly. Just saying.
This thing is starting to hurt.
Okay. Can we take the masks off?
We tried the Halloween thing, but these are made for little kids, and man, that fucker's starting to hurt.
Yeah, this fucking like ridge right here is like digging into my fucking right here.
This part's digging into my forehead.
Yeah.
But hey, the Halloween spirit, everybody.
Still badass. Hey, we should do these as a giveaway next time.
Yeah.
We can autograph them.
Nice.
So, where was I, guys? Okay, sorry.
The one chick not being very hot.
Yeah, Margot Kidder, in my opinion, not that hot. Just saying, good actress. No problem with her. Not that hot. Sorry. There is a whole lot of people in these movies. Everybody knows Christopher Reeves is Superman.
Exactly.
Everybody knows Margot Kidder is Lois Lane. Everybody knows that Terrence Stamp is General Zod. And everybody knows that Lex Luthor is Gene Hackman. That's pretty much our big cast. However, there is one person who was omitted from the theatrical cut, but does reappear in the Donner cut, and that is the late, great Marlon Brando. He plays Superman's father, Jor-El, and his scenes were exercised from the movie, and they finally were able to get his scenes back from his family, who had them, and they put them back in the movie for the Donner cut, which the Donner cut is something I need to buy. I only have this movie on that 4-pack that you could buy at Walmart of the Superman films.
Yeah.
That's the only way I've got it. I want to get that Donner cut, though. I really do.
It's no case.
I have seen it a few times, but I really want to get it. Something else, another reason why his scenes were cut, was he actually sued the producers over the firing of Richard Donner. And I was like, holy shit, he sued them? Really? Oh,
How do you expect to win that?
I have no idea, but his scenes got omitted. So, anyways, guys, pros and cons time.
Where should we start?
I like this movie. This, to me, is a classic comic book movie. It's
80s.
Probably the best movie in the Superman franchise at that point.
Classic 80s movie,
At
too.
that point, yeah.
Very classic 80s.
Definitely classic 80s.
It's a fun movie.
I mean, there's some shit in here that makes no fucking sense. There's things that...
Yeah.
Like, there's some scenes that don't make sense because they were edited improperly.
Yeah.
But that also was fixed in the Donner cut, I might add. I still like this movie. I like the theatrical cut, and I like the Donner cut.
I've never seen the Donner cut, but I do like this film as well. I'm not a huge Superman fan, but I do like this film. It's a fun movie. It's just fun.
Right.
But, yeah, where do you want to start?
Well, let's start with cons. I have less of those than I have pros.
Okay. You want me to start, or do you want to start?
No, go ahead.
Okay. All right, my first con for this film is the beginning of this film. You're kind of just thrown in there, and they're like robbing the place or something. General Zod is robbing the place, or I don't know what the fuck he's doing. You're just thrown in there, and then all of a sudden they're put into this mirror thing and shot out into space. It just seemed kind of, I don't know how to describe it really. It seemed kind of, you're just thrown in and you weren't given no lead up to it. Why are they there? Just kind of, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't mind it because, like I said, I watched the movie enough times. They explained it later on what's happening. They explained why all that happened and what happened.
Yeah, but
it's kind of like some of these movies.
Something.
Well, it's kind of like some of these movies that you get where you do just kind of wind up in the middle, and then they kind of tell the story around it. And so
I thought that was poorly done as far as that goes.
It wasn't done as well as, say, like Tarantino could have done it.
Yeah, I think
but it's not that bad.
I just felt thrown in there like, who are these people? Because you don't know that it's Zod yet. They haven't said his name.
We spent the whole movie going, dude, it works. No, it doesn't. It's stupid. Dude, it works. No, it doesn't. It's stupid. And that's what we spent the whole movie going about, all these little things. I was like, you're nitpicking. Stop it.
That's what I'm supposed to do. All right.
Guys, there are going to be spoilers in this. If you haven't seen Superman 2, I'm sorry, but you've been living under a rock. I mean, he doesn't even like Superman, and he's seen Superman 2 a few times, you know?
Okay.
Everybody's seen this movie. Come on. It's basically considered one of the greatest comic book films ever made. I don't know why, but it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like it, don't get me wrong. Now, the Richard Donner one, yeah, but anyways, that's whatever. Okay, so my first con. In this movie, Superman voluntarily gives up his powers. He steps into this chamber in his Superman suit, and his powers are taken from him. And then he emerges, and you can see through it the whole time. It's not like he changed in there.
No.
He emerges, and he's wearing regular clothes. Where the fuck did the regular clothes come from? Where did his Superman suit go?
It's not like that was part of his superpowers. Like,
it was
superpowers
just,
is
it was just his
this
clothes.
spandex.
Well, he did have that little cellophane
Oh,
S
Lord.
thing that he pulled off his emblem and threw at the dude, which I'm like, what the fuck is up with that? It inconvenienced him for like a second.
I don't know.
He got all tangled in it, and then it disappeared, and he got up and was like...
And then not only that, after the whole clothing change and everything, how the fuck did they get from the Fortress of Solitude to civilization?
That's my next con. He goes all the way from the North fucking Pole without powers, with no means of transportation that we can find, and him and Lois walk back to civilization in like 10 fucking minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, we see Lex Luthor traveling in a hot air balloon, on a freaking snowmobile, all these things trying to get up there. It took him days or weeks or whatever. And Superman, without his powers, just
with Lois Lane,
Clark Kent, walks his ass back, and they got there and they were like, oh, let's stop at this diner that just happens to be here. You know?
Yeah.
And then they were magically right back in Metropolis.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That'll lead me into my next con.
And then he gets back to the fortress.
Yeah. Yeah, again, and then he gets back. What the fuck? Okay, this will lead me into my next con, because he already mentioned it. That fucking hot air balloon. We're escaping from fucking prison in a fucking hot air balloon. Not only are we escaping from prison in a fucking hot air balloon, now we're not going to land anywhere. Oh, I'm Lex Luthor. I have all this fucking money. Oh, let's land the hot air balloon and get one of my private jets to go to the Fortress of Solitude.
Well, it's not, and here's my thing. It's not like that thing would be hard to track, even if he did make the escape.
We are slowly escaping.
I would just be like walking underneath it, like, okay.
Look, with a megaphone.
Okay.
Luthor, land that thing now.
Well, once he lands, you
We're
just arrest
freaking
him.
tired of walking after you.
Once he lands, you just arrest him, you know. But you know why he was able to do that? You know why he was able to ascend in the hot air balloon and get away? Because the prison guards weren't actually prison guards. They were all Munchkins, part of We Are the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild.
That explains it.
You know, I mean, if the Wizard of Oz can get away in the hot air balloon, so can Lex Luthor.
Oh, fucking Lord.
But, well, that's a pro. I'll wait. Gene Hackman, I got to talk about Gene Hackman, but we'll talk about him in a minute.
Yeah.
I only got one more con left. How many do you have?
I just got one more.
Okay, my final con. At the end of the film, he uses what is called the super kiss to erase the events from Lois's mind. So she has no idea that he's Superman, because she finds out he's Superman during this film.
Yeah.
You know what? We totally skipped the synopsis. Totally skipped it.
If you have not fucking seen this movie, you've been living under a rock.
Yeah. But here's just real quick synopsis. Jor-El puts General Zod and his two followers into the Phantom Zone. They break free of the Phantom Zone due to a nuclear explosion that Superman actually caused.
And then they go to terrorize Earth.
They come to Earth. They terrorize Earth. Gene Hackman escapes from prison. Lex Luthor escapes from prison. He decides to help them, but then they turn on him, so he tries to help Superman, and of course none of that works. You know, and Superman has to fight them, but at the same time, Lois has found out he's Superman, and he voluntarily gives up his powers to be with her, to love her, hold her, cherish her. But he doesn't realize how weak it actually makes him. And it's not that he's weak or not a tough guy or not brave. It's that he's had those powers for so long, he's never felt vulnerable. He doesn't know what it's like to get hit and it hurt.
Or bleed.
He doesn't know, it didn't, you know, so now he's experiencing all this.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
That's basically our story. That is our story. He gets his powers back, kicks General Zod's ass, and they're gone. That's our story. Okay, back to my con.
Final con.
The super kiss at the end of the film. It is actually rooted in the comic books. That is one of his powers.
Yeah.
in the comic books. Now, it was actually disavowed around 1995. The current writers and owners of DC Comics, or at that time, said that the Super Kiss was null and void, no more. You will not see it in comics again. And I'm glad.
Yeah.
Because it didn't make fucking sense in the movie.
Nope.
It doesn't match with the powers that at least I grew up watching him have. Because even though the Super Kiss was used, it hadn't been used probably since like the 40s.
Yep.
I just
Long
didn't
time.
fucking get it. I didn't think it fit the movie. I don't think there was a reason why he had to not, why she couldn't know that he was Superman. I just did not like that. And it was very anticlimactic, if you ask me.
Didn't Robot Chicken do something with the Super Kiss once?
I don't remember.
I think they did, and Superman went around started kissing everybody. Like all the villains and shit.
No shit.
Yeah, making them forget everything.
Yeah, I just didn't like it. I thought that was a weak way to end the movie. It
was kind of weak. All right, my last con for this film, and he said it was so nitpicky, but I'm going to bring it up anyways because there is no wind in space. Yet here they are flying through space, and their clothes are going flap, flap, flap. But then we get to Earth where there's an atmosphere, and General Zod and his two minions start floating down to the ground, and their clothes are perfectly still. Their clothes are perfectly still.
Old ass movie.
Their clothes are so fucking perfectly still in atmosphere.
It's one of those just goofs that the production company didn't notice. It's just that kind of shit happens. It's like in Halloween when you can see John Carpenter's cigarette smoke come through the bush that Michael Myers is standing by.
Okay.
Or you can spot the palm tree in the background because they were filming in California and you just happen to spot it. It's just not something that makes a difference in the movie.
It doesn't make this. It was just like, what?
I still say it could happen because there are solar winds.
But then how do you explain getting into the atmosphere of Earth and their clothes are perfectly still?
Well, they were descending, so their clothes were being held straight up.
And not flapping at all.
Well, not flapping at all. It was just being held by the momentum,
No. It still would be, and it would still move. It wouldn't just be...
I don't know. Maybe they used some starch on their way down.
Yeah. On our way from space, we decided to starch our weird-looking clothes. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, we're done. We're done.
I'm sorry, dude. That was just really nitpicky. It really was.
It is nitpicky, and I don't give a shit. We're done. Now let's get into pros.
Oh, this was so much fun to watch, guys.
It was.
We had a blast watching it just because we were fucking with each other the whole time.
We bitched back and forth at each other.
Because I like Superman. I've always liked Superman. But I'm not a gigantic Superman fan. I'm more of a Batman guy. Always have been.
Yeah, because he's not a pussy.
Superman is not a pussy. Hey,
Boy Scout.
The new Superman kills people, alright? He fucking broke General Zod's neck in Man of Steel.
Wow.
I mean, he ripped it. I mean, come on. That's... Anyways, off on a different movie here. We'll get to that one eventually, I'm sure. Anyways. God damn it, what the fuck were we about to say? Oh.
Pros?
Even though I'm not the biggest Superman fan, I still think this is a classic superhero film.
And it's not a bad film.
I enjoy it a lot.
It's a good film.
It's a lot of fun, and it is 80s cheese.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much 80s cheese in this movie. From the cops in France to the gag, how she gets by him.
Yeah.
The diner scenes.
So is this your first pro?
No, I'm just talking. I'm just talking here. Let me talk, damn it. All right?
You're rambling.
That's okay. I can do that.
You're droning on.
Okay, fine. You know what? It is a pro. I fucking love that shit. It's fun. It's 80s cheese. It's so much fun.
See, we're still doing it. We might as well be watching it again. We're still fucking going at each other's throats.
Weren't you wearing that shirt last week?
No.
Are you sure?
Sleazy P Martini for president? No, I wasn't wearing this one last week.
All right. Let's get on to the official pros. You go first.
Okay. my first pro for this film is the cast. The cast is phenomenal. Christopher Reeves. Fucking nay, he nails it. Because he's not one role, he's two. He's Superman and he's Clark Kent. And just the transition, and he does it perfectly every time when he transitions from Superman to Clark Kent and back and forth. He's fucking perfect. It's two different characters, and he's fucking amazing.
Yeah, Christopher Reeves is awesome.
The rest of the fucking cast is great, too. I know our Lois Lane is not...
Oh, no, she's
not hot, but
great actress.
She's a great actress.
Oh, I love that. Oh, speaking of 80s, I love that part where she's all talking about how she's doing the juicer. Remember the orange juice?
Oh, yeah.
And she's saying that she needs 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, and emergencies haven't been invented yet. And she's like, if you do that, you'll be in perfect health. And she's sucking a cigarette at the same time. And I know that this was an anti-smoking thing that somebody was doing. They zoomed in on that cigarette like, really?
Yeah.
The orange juice is going to save you, but you're smoking. Now, I don't give a shit about smoking.
I don't either.
And I hate those commercials where they lie to kids, because that's such bullshit. You want to know the truth about smoking? You know, come ask somebody who actually knows. Ask a doctor or something. Don't listen to those fucking commercials. They're full of shit. Anyways, that's tangent. I don't want to get on.
Let's not get on a tangent.
I loved Christopher Reeves in this. He was my first pro too.
Fuck yeah.
When he plays Clark Kent, bumbling, stumbling, even his facial expressions
are perfect.
Look, and then he takes the glasses off, his little curl comes down, and he's Superman, and he's got his face, it almost looks thinner, not, because when he's bumbling around in the bottom jaw, it's the way his lips are. He moves, he frowns a lot. He's not like, but when he's Superman, he's all confident, he smiles. So it makes his face look completely different.
It does.
And it adds to that, well, how did they not know when all he did was take his glasses on and off? Because
But it's also not only the facial features, it's also the way he acts.
And he acted it out so well. He knew the Superman character.
Yes.
And the thing about the Superman character is the duality is because of the difference in the two people. Clark Kent and Superman are two completely different people.
One is his secret identity, which this is...
But they're the exact opposite of each other. They're polar opposites.
Exactly.
That's why nobody ever knew. And Christopher Reeves, I almost said Keanu Reeves. And Christopher Reeves, he must have, I don't know if he read the comics, I don't know if he liked Superman, but he knew that, and he knew how to portray it. And he did well.
And he did well, too. If you want to do a comparison, do Batman and Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne acts one way, Batman acts another. They're polar opposites.
And all the actors we've had to play, I can say this about them. Okay, my favorite Batmans are Michael Keaton.
I love him.
Adam West. For totally different reasons. They're completely different
Adam
reasons.
West, I love Adam West. I'm sorry, I love
And Kevin Conroy. Those are my three favorite Batmans. And I really did like, I really liked Ben Affleck.
I thought I was pleasantly surprised with Ben Affleck.
Here's my point, though. My point is Ben Affleck, out of all of those people, was the only one that played Bruce Wayne and Batman totally different and so well that you could think that they were different people.
Exactly.
He played a really good Bruce Wayne and he played a good Batman. Christian Bale played a better Bruce Wayne, I think, than he played a Batman.
Yeah,
I'm not digging on him. I liked him. It was good. But, he had to do that voice, and, all that, and, but he was just, he made it, and maybe it's because American Psycho, I've seen him in the suit and all looking dapper. He makes a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer made a good Bruce Wayne.
Yes, he did.
He was okay as Batman. George Clooney didn't make a good either, in my opinion. And I like Clooney. I'm a fan, but not in that movie. No.
Nah, not for that role. But anyways, we're getting
same
off.
Thing. Keaton,
we're
same
getting,
thing.
You're
good on both.
Yeah, you're getting on a tangent here on Batman.
Well, I'm just illustrating the point.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is that Batman is Bruce Wayne's secret identity. Clark Kent is Superman's secret identity. Because Superman is Superman.
Yep.
That's the way he was born. He has to blend in with the regular people, and Clark Kent is born.
Yep.
Clark Kent is the secret identity.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, Christopher Reeves did a great job portraying that.
And betraying both. Flipping switch. It was like flipping a light switch.
We've
Bang,
talked
bang.
about this for like 10 minutes now. We should go on to something else.
Yes, let's go on to something else. What's your next pro?
We're going to try and get through the rest of this kind of quick, guys. We just spent a lot of time on that. So I'm going to skip over. Not really skip. We just talked about performances. We just talked about cast. Those were pros for me as well.
Yes.
We liked everybody's performances. We all thought they did good. One person I do want to talk about in particular, I love Gene Hackman. I thought it was great. I love how his Luthor is intentionally cheesy.
And I'll segue
He's not
off
like deadly like some of the others.
Yeah,
he is
yeah.
cheesy and it works.
Then I'll segue off of this too, just to shorten time. I love his ego. Lex Luthor's ego in this film.
He couldn't believe, and Gene Hackman did such a good job doing it. He could not believe that somebody would actually try to kill Lex Luthor.
Exactly. Like, his ego.
Kill me.
Loved his ego.
I'm Lex Luthor. You can't kill Lex Luthor.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I loved it. He so intentionally cheesy. He did it so well. I loved it. Gene Hackman, huge pro, huge props, dude. It was so cool. I love Gene Hackman in all these movies.
Yes.
He is good in all of them. Even the shitty fucking movies that is 3, and Gene Hackman is good. Well, 3's kind of a guilty. We'll talk about that another time.
Don't get on another tangent.
Yeah, this review's gone on long enough as it is.
Yeah.
So Gene Hackman, the cheesiness, I love it. It's great. My last pro is the story. I love the storyline.
The story's good.
I think it's good. I think there are some issues they had.
Yeah.
Putting it forward, but I love the story.
Okay.
That's pretty much my pros. What do you got going?
Okay. I love the cinematography in this film. This film is so excellently shot.
It looks really good.
It's amazing. Right down the Eiffel Tower scene with the elevator and stuff and Lois hanging. All the shots of this film are fucking amazing. The sets are amazing.
And even like the
locations.
the model of the Fortress of Solitude
Yes,
looks good.
all amazing.
It's all shot really well. This film was shot very well. The
And
production
for the
values were
80s
pretty high for the time.
And for the 80s, the Fortress of Solitude looked amazing for the 80s.
Oh yeah, it was really good.
Okay, and my last pro for this film is the return of Superman when he comes back to defeat General Zod. It was an amazing climactic moment, and then tricking them in, they lose their powers, and then the big dumb one, I can't fly anymore, down into the abyss in the Fortress of Solitude. The ending of this film is fucking just, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun. And basically done well. Good storytelling.
Yeah, I like the storytelling a lot. Like I said, the Super Kiss was weak.
I
did like the overall arc of this movie. I thought it was good. That's pretty much it, though, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, John, thank you very much for the request, brother. We had a lot of fun doing this.
We had a lot of fun.
We really did.
Yes.
And to all my other Patreons out there, get your requests in when you feel like it. Just remember, depending on your tier, you may have, John's got another one coming up. Scott, you've got one and then you're going to have another one coming up. Some of you other guys, you got 6 months, you got 4 months, whatever you happen to be on. You got 2 months. Craig, I can't remember what yours is. Whenever you feel like it, get your requests in and I'll get them reviewed. In the meantime, this is Bronco Juggalo and Bill saying peace.
And Bill's saying, one more day till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. One more day till Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Oh yeah,
Good night.
One more thing, sorry. Not sure if I'm going to get the Halloween video up I wanted to put up tomorrow.
Oh.
Just because everything going on, taking the kids trick-or-treating right after work, all that stuff. If I don't get it up, I'm sorry. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween!
Peace.
Good night.
Wanna see a dead body with a shot, he called a shot. Double barrel sword off, come and see me on the block. I am the zombie, bitch, you played out like Abercrombie. That's true religion, looking like Bruce Chevin been transition. I'm on that next jet, rocking Xbox One. You stuck in the past, that's a Tory 2600. Oregon trust irrelevant, still talking helly shit. I'm spitting on your dreams like a mastiff after a sip.